Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Good morning there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Can you see my face here on here? Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Don't have the right kind of light here. It's just the way it is. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Eva, get your booty up here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Amy too, you should get up here also. Hare Krishna. Wasn't that fantastic, that sharing she did yesterday? It was amazing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ooh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Ooh. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya. Whew, intense, man. Yeah, break. Gonna take a little break of this here, man. Whew, I feel like I'm ready to explode, man. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people have this thing about 16 rounds following 4 regs. And, you know, I just keep seeing that over and over again. You know, guy, you chant your 16 rounds. How do you give up coffee? I got a bad habit. They're actually just, you know, sarcastic, saying, yeah, you know, I saw you drinking. I have a bad habit, man. How can I give you? And you say all this stuff, you know, these little guys. They don't understand the essence. The essence. It's like there's a Pharisee type obstacle type thing, you know, same thing, same bullshit, always is, you know, just a repeat here. So I just repeat the same message until people get it, you know. That's why Guru is one. They just keep coming back again and again, give the same message, you know, when deliverance is here now. If anybody gets this message, you got the good news. If not, you got the Pharisee news out there that these gurus are teaching you, you know. The back 2,000 years ago, they were eating corn on the Sabbath day because Jesus was there. You know, they didn't even think, oh, should we do a fasting on the this Sabbath day? And they would just say, we're hungry, we eat. You hungry, you eat. Right? No thinking about it. You know, we got Jesus. What else do we need? You know. And the Pharisees thinking, well, we don't got Jesus. We don't even believe in him. Therefore, we got the rules and we follow them, and we got to, you know, the rules are our rulers, you know. And Jesus said, I'm the Lord of the Sabbath. And because they took shelter of the Lord, who was there in a living body, and you know, like, you know, whether you have the guru there, or I mean the real guru there, the real acharya and spiritual master type guru, or you got Krishna there, man. That's how intimate such the real guru is with God. Doesn't that chapter 1 say that? The Lord appears not through as the spiritual master. Ho, ho, ho. Ah, surprise. I dare you, Acharya Dave, come here and thwart my conclusions. Mine are based on the book, not on speculations of philosophical degrees. PhD, my buttocks. You want to see PhD, you come here. We'll show you PhD. We have the pH balance here, man. pH balance is a real devotee and the real Krishna. Now that's everything's pH balance now. You do your PhD, we do pH balance here. Perfect balance. It's always the same message, you know. Lord Caitanya, even he shows you even more mercy. You know, the Pharisees couldn't take advantage of mercy because they had no faith in the deliverer that came here with the message, the good news. The good news wasn't for them. See, they were part of the captives to be freed. They were captive by the rules and the regulations. They couldn't move on to the next level, just like Prabhupada's, followers. They can't move on to the next level because they're captured by that platform, and so their rulers are the rules. See, rules and ruler. You see how that fits in? Rules, ruler. Who's your rulers? Yeah, I have rules. 2 rules. Radha and Krishna. Worship. See, they're my rulers. You want a ruler? See, ruler is also standard. What is your standard? Well, the rules and regulations that, 16 rounds and rules and that. Yeah, but that's your rule. That's your standard. See, my standard is spontaneous worship of Krishna now. And that's what we're here to teach. That's what the Lord came here to. He didn't come to teach cow protection like Lalita said this morning. He came to teach prema bhakti principles. And what were those? Oh, let me tell you how powerful my Lord Caitanya is. And that's anybody that comes here gets this kind of mercy, even dogs that are sitting here. Even cats and dogs and everything. This is my Lord. He delivers them. Even offensive people, if they're connected with devotees. Sarvabhauma, pastime, right? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had a very offensive nephew, or no, son-in-law. Very offensive, man. But he was a son-in-law. He was a son-in-law, right? And he criticized Lord Caitanya. He snuck in the room when he was, Sarva was offering a feast, And he came in and said, "Oh, this sannyasi eats so much." And Sarvabhauma disowned him, his own son-in-law and his wife, the son. Can you imagine? This is how great Lord Caitanya was to these persons. Can you imagine disowning your own son? And both of them, husband and wife, says, from this day on, for that criticism of Lord Caitanya, we disown him. They cursed him to die. May Sati become a widow. This is uncommon. Who would do something like that? How important is Lord Caitanya? Can you imagine such a person here where you would curse your own son for being offensive to the real God? Now that's true love. That is the great glory of devotee, but nobody understands that. They don't. You go against God. You're going against your life. People don't know that, and the Lord knows that. This Lord is so merciful that even though they went against the life of the devotee, which is the Lord Caitanya, he was Krishna and Radha, come to the earth to deliver the world, just like Jesus Christ came, and the apostles knew that. See, what the Church of Christ was built on? Peter said, when Jesus asked, "Who am I? Who do you think I am?" He said, "You're our deliverer, man. You came here to deliver us." You're the Messiah, man. See, that's a real guru. These guys, you have no idea what real guru is. They're a deliverer, man. They deliver your buttocks. Yeah, you're the deliverer of the world. And Jesus said, "On your faith, on this Peter, I'm building my church. It's what it's built on. It's built on faith, on the real deliverer here. But it's not blind faith. Peter wasn't blind. He heard from Jesus. He was purified. You guys out there, you Vites are you're still dumb. You're not smart at all. You want to get smart, you come here. I'll teach you the real principles of religion. That's what I'm here for. The real principles of religion is all these classes. One sentence can overturn 40 years of misconceptions and faults in that level. It was faulty what the Pharisees were doing. They were following fasts like you're following fasts. They were doing rules and regulations like you were doing rules and regulations, but it still had faults. See? Because it's all leading up ultimately for somebody to come here that is actually intimately connected with the Lord, with the Lord's message of deliverance. Okay? So Sarvabhauma's son-in-law was delivered, even though he was rejected by the mother and father-in-law. Even though they're rejected, but the Lord says, "Oh, hey man, come on, he's your son. He's connected with you, and just because of that, I'm going to deliver him." That's the extensive mercy of Lord Caitanya. See, with Jesus, you got to surrender to Jesus. You can't necessarily be connected like outside. You also have to be baptized by Jesus. But with Lord Caitanya, oh, you're just in the family? Oh, we'll deliver you. Yeah, even though you're offensive to me, and most people are, you're a fault finder and everything, but just because you're a family member, oh, does that have to be similar? No. You come here, man. You come here and you like what we're doing, like Amy Rose, somebody like that. Oh, instant family member. Oh, you're a family member. I consider you better than blood. Yeah. The Lord considers you, oh, you're connected. You have that faith. Oh, family member, man. Yeah. Even offensive people, they're offensive. They say, oh, family member, you're connected with that person. You're part of the family. Okay? So the Lord's like that. He's very. That's who knows that kind of mercy. Nobody knows the Lord like that. The book knows, and the devotee who glorifies that knows or comes to know just by the glorification of that. And then those who hear it finally can understand. What people think they're purified by their offensive chanting. Lalita was right. 40 years of chanting, they're still the same. Not much change. Okay, and what do they need? Oh, just need to accept the association of those who come to deliver them and get the spark of bhakti, so that you can chant one name and have better effectiveness than 100 names, 1,000 names of offensive chanting where your heart doesn't melt. One affectionate chant of Krishna's name where you feel like, oh, this name is great. Oh wow, now you know God. You know his name is great. Well, that's him. Otherwise, you don't know he's fantastic. Yeah. See, this is what people need to know. Oh, you mean, that means, these people, they've been following 16 rounds and chanting around, and their hearts are still hard like iron. But people come here, they never even did any of that stuff. But because they're associating here and they come to like what we're doing and feel themselves part of this family, instead you're just lifted out of that. It's all in the books everywhere, teaching the same thing. Why? Look at those Brahmins doing their 16 rounds or maybe more, in 10th canto, doing all their rituals like you guys doing all your rituals. And what did the wives of those Brahmins do? All they did was associate and accept the association of the ecstatic cowherd boys. That was it, man. And they were lifted into love of Krishna. And these Brahmins doing their rules, their 16 rounds and giving up coffees and all that stuff. They were still, they even said when the wives came back with love of God, which you are the witnesses also, with coming back to them with love of God. This is Bhagavatam all over again, 2022, Bhagavatam, living alive. Now people will get it. See it in action, man. They need an action show. Nobody understands it because there's no action. Where's the action, man? Well, right here, man. Active. Wives come back with ecstatic love of God just by associating with cowherd boys. Oh, am I saying the wrong thing? I know. This is summum bonum preaching, man. You guys know diddly squat. You're still there. We're like the Brahmins, You fit in that hole. You're still in a hole, dark hole. The real Bhagavatam will lift you out, but you got to hear it preached by a real person who knows the Bhagavatam, because he knows the real Lord. Nobody knows the Bhagavatam unless they know the real God. And how do you know they know the real God? When you hear the Bhagavatam, that's the first time you heard the Bhagavatam. Otherwise, you don't know the Bhagavatam. That's the experience people get here. Because that's as it is. It's what they say by the action of the book Bhagavat. See, there's action there. And the devotee Bhagavat, speaking the real book to you, man. You get love of God delivered to you. See, it's the formula, man. You don't follow that formula, you don't get it. You'll just sit there, chant your 16 offensive rounds or 1 lack of offensive dry rounds. And the Amy Roses will be delivered first into the kingdom. You come later when you figure it out. Well, you got your chance now. That's why I'm preaching. Give you a chance. Otherwise, you're just going to die dry. You want to die dry? Or you want something to wet your whistle, man? Some intoxicating holy name? Huh? Or you want to, Hare Krishna, I'm so dry. I still thirst. Why can't I chant in ecstasy? Why? Well, because your guru don't chant in ecstasy. Just common sense, man. You ever see your guru cry torrents of tears like the disciples of a real guru here do? No. Therefore, why should you cry with torrents of tears? Because your guru doesn't. 1 and 1 equals 2. Can't you put things together? Or are you like these people that get the shot and die and their family says, I wonder why he died so early? Are you like that? That's the way people are in religion. They can't add 1 and 1 equals 2. They can't put anything together. Well, why am I, why am I not delivered? Why can't I understand Krishna? What is going on? Why am I confused? Well, because you don't have a real guru teaching you the confidential truths of the Vedas like this. These truths, yet even Acharya Dev with his big paper degree on the wall can teach you this. Nor Jaipataka with his extra kidneys. Why do I say these things? Well, Prabhupada considers them family members, so I got to help them. This is how I help them. I insult their false ego, man. How dare you say you're an acharya? How dare you take obeisances? How dare you accept them saying, Guru Dev, deliver me? How dare you? That's idol worship. Even my Lord in the 10 Commandments doesn't like idol worship. Are you a real deity, man? Are you a living deity? Are you Vishnu Tattva? Only Vishnu Tattva. That's the real spiritual master is considered Vishnu Tattva. More than that, actually. In our line, more than that. The Lord works through them. Lord Vishnu, actually, Lord Vishnu is destroying your obstacles. And then Krishna coming and give you the real bliss and happiness. Yeah. I don't say this. I mean, they people need to know that, man. You got to know. Hey, man, an idol can't do anything. I can't offend a piece of wood. That's all thing. Until you're awakened, you're just a piece of wood in this world. What is proof you're a piece of wood? Well, nobody's getting delivered. Nobody's ecstatic. Everybody's caught up in rituals. Everybody thinks, oh, if you don't chant your 16 rounds, this can't be bona fide over here. Oh, if the person drinks a cup of coffee, he can't be a real guru. No, we gotta accept these false gurus who can't give us love. No, the real standard is, can your guru awaken love of God in you? That's the Caitanya Charitamrita truth that'll set you free. Well, no. We're awakening love of God in others here, showing that God's will is here. Is the will for love of Krishna to grow, to be filled with you. Didn't Lord Caitanya say, "My name is Vishwambara. If I can fill this world with love of Krishna, the universe." Well, let's start here, man, in our little group. Let's fill it to overflowing, and it's already done. That's where it's bona fide. It's all in the book. It's so simple. The principles of deliverance are just so simple, short verses and sentences, but put together perfectly. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Where's the thing about, those who drink a cup of coffee are not the spiritual? Where's that speculation? It says this. It doesn't say those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly spiritual master, except the person who drinks a cup of coffee. See, that's the speculation. They look, we're just going to insert that there. It wasn't inserted, it never was. I was drinking plenty of coffee and Prabhupada came to me and said to do this work, gave his full approval. This is another platform. Yeah. See, but people are looking at the things that don't really matter much. This is why, those who have love of God, you got to understand, these are the principles taught in the postgraduate. If you can't handle it, or some will go out and they do more rules for a few more lives. But I'm going to teach the real principle. I'm going to teach why Srivas, when Lord Caitanya said, kick Nityananda out, man, because he's not following the rules. See, he played the devil's advocate. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the devil's advocate. You preach like that, you're like working for the devil still. You're not free. So the Lord was playing around saying, you should kick him out. He doesn't follow the rules. He doesn't follow any rules. He just does whatever he feels like doing. And Srivas says, are you kidding? Your mercy's upon Nityananda. He's an ecstatic devotee, man. You've accepted him. I could see that. Therefore, even if he becomes a drunkard and goes in bars and drinks and does whatever that thing, I don't care. You've accepted him. That's all I care about. You're living in his body, man. Proof is he's an ecstatic devotee. That's why I teach these principles. That's why I say I'll kiss the feet of any devotee here where ecstatic love is awakened. And I'll massage their feet. I'll do anything like that. Why? Because my Lord, I'm here to serve my Lord. And if my Lord is in their bodies, not only do I get a chance to serve the Lord, I get to chance to serve that the life of my Lord. Better than serving the Lord directly. Oh, who knows this? That's why Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. Nobody. Well, you, Acharya Dave, washed the feet of your disciples. I don't think so. How about you, Jaipataka? How about you, Radhanath? How about you? Oh, no, of course not. They're just disciples. That's right, they are. Just like you're just an ordinary neophyte gurus. You don't know these principles. If you knew them, you'd be the real guru, man. You teach the real principles of deliverance. People could find real shelter at your feet. You want to understand why Jesus would wash the feet of his disciples and why Gaurahari will kiss the feet of his disciples who have ecstatic love. See, these are important principles, actually. People don't know that. They're stuck because they have faith in their misunderstanding and the misunderstanding of their leaders. You can check everything I say in Chaitanya Charitamrita. How you really get love of God, not by how many rounds you chant. It's who you know, who you've come to accept in your life. If a deliverer comes here to deliver you and you accept them, you're delivered just by your accepting the real mailbox who's delivering you the real mail, the real message. You're delivered by the message. If the Lord's will is you be delivered by you come in the real line, you accept the real guru, the real acharya, real spiritual master, and you come to have really not blind faith, but real faith, because the Lord reveals that to you by your associating and listening to them. Like Lalita said this morning, you hear. What is this? You're chanting 16 rounds and 40 years, your heart is still like iron, you're still a dry person. The first method is hearing. That's what Prabhupada taught. He even said, nectar devotion. The first principle is hearing. You hear the vibration of a person who's realized the frequency, the God frequency, who lives in the God frequency, the Lord's frequency, and brings that frequency to this planet. Otherwise, nobody knows. Nobody's vibrating to that. Yeah. God, I didn't even start yet. Get a lot of preaching material just from the preaching here, from other people's preaching now. So anyway, this is the dance. It's fun. Like people coming. This is how people learn. We gotta. You just you gotta almost you have to force a discussion. You just got to get out there and engage. Get people to interact. That's what Jesus did. He just preached and got interaction. And then through that interaction, people started to learn, discover, get purified. Krishna comes to the planet to interact with the people. See, and through this interaction, people begin to learn. Where people are learning now, believe it or not. That's why we got like 13, 14, 15, 20 people now. Because the interaction, we're interacting now. Making these videos, trying to get the attention of these so-called acharyas out there. Whoa. So mean. I'm just a mean old man. I just want to just show you, man. It's like, you got to find out what's really real in this world and what's not. Where's real devotion? That's where a real devotee is. And where a real devotee is, that's where you're going to find real devotion. Pretty simple, huh? Where you find a real devotee, you find real devotion, and you find real deliverance. See, the three D's. See, deliverance, devotee, devotion. You need the three D's. Otherwise, you get a grade D. We won't give you an F because you're following rules and regulations, but we'll give you a D. You're not even average. D for dumb. You get everything. When deliverance is here, and it's personified, it's in where the Lord is working. Otherwise, there's no deliverance. You have to have your ignorance. By their word, ignorance is destroyed. Don't you hear the song book that you're singing every day for 40 years, 50 years now? Don't you hear the song, you acharyas? By their word, my ignorance is destroyed? No, you don't hear yet. You got to come here to hear that. See? From them ecstatic prema emanates. Where is it in you? That's why. Why should I be afraid? I don't see any ecstatic prema emanate. I don't see any words that are extraordinary that come from ecstatic prema emanating. So what do I have to fear? Why do your disciples have to fear that? You want to be afraid. Be afraid of being here, or not. Be afraid of not being here. That's where your fear is. That's why you're putting your little masks on in ISKCONs and all that. Why you get your little shots? You're just afraid because you're not here. You come here, you become fearless. Why should I have any fear? My Lord is here. Why should you have any fear? Because the Lord and the devotee is here. That's why you don't have any fear. Simple. And all these other people are afraid. They got to wear their little masks. I went to the temple there in, was it Utah? Masks, and they're all afraid of this and afraid of that, and they all got their little shots. Become some kind of God knows what with that stuff inside you, man. Yeah. So let's see here. Oh yeah, I was going to read this story. Well, I told the story I was going to read. See, that's a beautiful story. How the son-in-law was delivered just by being connected. That's how it is. You find a devotee like that, you're guaranteed to get out of this. Even though you make mistakes and everything, the Lord says, "Oh, you like my devotee, or you're connected." Even villages were delivered. That's why the Lord had devotees, out of his mercy, had them be born in villages that were considered really impious, very impious, because just by the devotee being there, you can't contaminate a devotee. It's impossible. You can throw dirt on them and it just burns off because they have love of Krishna. The material energy has no jurisdiction over the devotee who has real bhakti. No jury. It doesn't. It's like, water and oil don't mix. It's the mix. You can't mix it. It's always the water will be over, the oil will be separated from that. It's the same thing with devotion. That's why it's so beautiful. See, but if you're identifying with the water, you stay in the water of Maya. See, but if you're in the oil of love of God, you stay in the oil. Pretty simple, huh? Huh? Oh, too loud? Okay, sorry. Oh, well. I'll have to tone it down here. The preaching is not usually it meant for this world. Everything's too intense. The ecstasy is intense. The word is intense. Everything is intense. Lion like. You notice the devotees who get the mercy, their voices get more loud, more volume. There's even a Christian preacher. I forgot his name, but he was in the 1800s. Ben Franklin heard that this preacher could be heard one mile away. He didn't believe it. So he went 1 mile from the preaching. He heard the guy. He says, wow, this is amazing. Hare Krishna. Okay. Let's see. Chaitanya Charitamrita. I'll get that out here. Hare Krishna. Oh, I got to plug this in here. Forgot. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hey, here's the pattern.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Hare. Can you hear me? Anybody? Okay, we're back. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. All right. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking prasadam at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Amoga criticized him. Still, the Lord accepted Amoga, thereby showing how much he is obliged to his devotees. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, isn't that pretty simple? Amoga, the son-in-law, criticizes Lord Chaitanya, criticized Lord Chaitanya. Simply because he was connected to devotee. So where is he 16 rounds to end, or 1 lakh to be qualified? Why is this preaching? Because people don't know the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. They don't preach it. They preach austerities, renunciations, and like difficult austerities to be delivered. This is wrong. It's not correct. The Lord preached against this. I preach against it all. I preach get the mercy of a real devotee, because that's here now. You know how many millions of people could be delivered if they understood this preaching here? And how many millions are not delivered because they don't understand this preaching, because their leaders can't teach them these principles? And they tell them not to come here to learn the real principles of deliverance. Something strange. Something strange happening with it. It keeps going on and off. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyway, maybe it'll work itself out. Yeah. All glories to the listeners of Chaitanya Charitamrita who have accepted as their life and soul. Yeah, this is Lord Chaitanya. Their life and soul. See, these conceptions are Lord Chaitanya. See, if you don't preach them, you don't get the real Lord Chaitanya. You don't know the real Lord Chaitanya. But if you preach them, then people get to know the real Lord Chaitanya. He is these conceptions. He is this kind of mercy. Otherwise, nobody knows Lord Chaitanya. They don't know how merciful it is. That's why they teach some other path, because they don't really know. That's why I didn't find love of God in the Narayan Raj group or the Radhakund Babajis. They're always teaching something else and not the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Oh, they were still separating women from men, and oh, she's a woman, and all this stuff. Is that what is that? It's not even. It's so neophyte, and these neophytes are trying to show that they're representing the Supreme Personality of God. That they have no idea the immense power of the Lord. You have to see that immense power of the Lord in action in this world by delivering people. You're showing the immense power of the Lord to deliver conditioned souls here. You see people coming under the shelter. This is humbling the whole world. You see people coming under the shelter here and becoming empowered representatives of the spiritual Lord. You get to know the Lord through even my disciples. That's the way it was when Narottam and Srinivas were here. Same thing. It's a revival of that. They wondered, look at these people. They went just a few weeks or a few months under the tutelage of Narottam and Srinivas because they were real devotees. And they became more powerful than Brahmins and sannyasis and could defeat them. It happens here. You see, Amy will defeat these sannyasis, defeat their intelligence simply because she has faith in a real spiritual master and the real teachings of the Lord, and not blindly. She's an intelligent. You could see the Lord's given her intelligence, and anybody else here like that. Yeah, it's just you got to associate with devotees. Don't listen to these people. Like Sachi, she went and she doesn't live here. Anyway, somebody in our sangha who goes and listens to these Vaidhi bhaktas and wonders, well, I don't know, man. I just, it's all confusion and stuff. Why listen to people who don't know what the hell they're talking about? Here you have these wonderful classes. You want to go to a class she said, I want to go to class for association. Well, go to Lalita's class. We have plenty of classes here. I'm just telling her and anybody else like that, What Prabhupada said, the same thing. Why are you going to my God brother's classes? Why are you going to my God brother's classes? Same message. What, you don't have enough classes here? You know enough? We here have the clear truth. They don't. Why are you, for association? What, with unclarity? Why are you doing that? Why is anybody doing that? Why is that? What's that guy who comes and goes? Name, the guy who goes to Minas. Why are you going to this? Well, we don't have enough truth and clear truth. Don't you see the Lord is merciful here to the devotees and anybody who comes here? This is why when you do like they do, it's like a slap in the face. See, it's called ungratefulness. Oh, you don't want to be delivered here so easily? Oh, then go out there, ungrateful. Yeah, you have something here you can really, stand up for. You can raise your voice for. You know, you can be committed to. You can be a part of this company. Oh my God, this is an elite force in this world. Not from the false ego. No, in the eyes of the Lord, this is his elite force to preach the real mission of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas that nobody's really doing, that I've seen. I haven't been impressed at all. Where is the mercy of Lord Caitanya being preached and manifested? Where? Nowhere except here. Yeah. So while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at Jagannath Puri, he constantly enjoyed chanting and dancing with his devotees. You notice they say you can't be real. You guys are enjoying chanting. You're not supposed to enjoy the chanting. That's enjoyment. God's supposed to enjoy. See? So you got to be like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Let God enjoy, and I'm not going to, No, the whole point is to enjoy what is spiritual. See, yeah, because you're enjoying food in the world, right? You're enjoying it. Well, see, that's service to the Lord on a gross level. See, you're serving the body, right? The body needs to think. There's enjoyment in that. There's enjoyment in propagating the world. People need to populate, so enjoyment in sex, right? Well, there's enjoyment in chanting too. See, you're also serving, but on another level, the highest level. Oh, you can enjoy chanting the holy name. Oh man, you got the highest service of all. If you can't do that, you're no real guru in this world, and not in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. That job is for those who enjoy that service, man. That get great pleasure in serving the Lord. Oh yeah, that's it, man. That's the path. You got to find somebody that relishes serving Krishna, man, to the point of tears and ecstasy and all that stuff. Really enjoys that and enjoys speaking clear, concise, uncompromising truth. Sledgehammer, Thor type hammer truth. Yeah. Otherwise, it's all perverted enjoyment in the world. It's considered perversion compared to this enjoyment. See, and the Lord is so kind. He's giving us this ability to discriminate. This is material enjoyment. This is spiritual enjoyment. See, this is material service to the body, which ends up being very addictive and very always not a good result. And this is spiritual enjoyment, which also results in an addiction, but it's the best one to have. You got to be addicted to something. Might as well be addicted to Krishna. The result is fabulous. The result is sovereignty and freedom and true happiness forever. You don't think Narada Muni is addicted to Krishna? You don't think Krishna is addicted to his devotees? You don't think we're addicted to devotion that are here for a while? You got to have it, man. That's the personal potency of the Lord. I can't live without it. I ain't enough just to eat and sleep and bait and defend. There's something more. It ain't enough just to follow the rules and the ceremonies, and the austerities and the fasts. I'd rather give that up. It's too hard. I'd rather just take the easy way. Affectionate, ecstatic chanting of Radha and Krishna's name. Just associate with them and have a good time. I like that. Best path, lazy man's path, lazy intelligence. Come on, man. Don't you want any lazy intelligence? Well, all that hard work to get your degree and to preach to intelligent people. I preach to intelligent people, and this preaching is so deep they can't even understand it. You got to get the special mercy of the Lord to understand this. You got to be like Dirk. You see Dirk, how he made a nice statement, and his realizations and all this. I posted it. I said, "Boy, this guy is really nice, really heartfelt, true, straightforward on it." I love stuff like that. Yeah, that's real, not twisted and all this stuff you see. This is the witness people need to see. He constantly enjoyed chanting and dancing with his devotees. Okay? So he's enjoying that. The devotees are enjoying that. Okay? And that's even though you don't see the Lord here, that's going on here. He enjoys these meetings with his real devotees. See, real devotion is here, so the real devotees, and the real Lord is here. See, that's why the same thing going on in Jagannath Puri 550 years ago is going on here. The deity is here, Lord Caitanya. His name is here, his pastimes, see? And his devotees are here preaching. See, we're enjoying our what do you call, association together here. Oh, and not only amongst ourselves, publicly, we're in the mood of Lord Caitanya. Isn't that funny? Right there on Facebook Live, right in front of everybody. Oh. And all you guys out there and you big gurus out there say, ooh, don't show any of this stuff that we show all over the place publicly because it's too confidential. See? Oh, that's not the mood of Lord Caitanya, is it? Not my Lord's mood. He did it publicly. He showed the most intimate worship of Radha and Krishna right in public, in front of new people, old people, anyone, and wherever he got a chance to show it and teach it, he did it. And Nityananda did, and all their real devotees did, and we're following in their footsteps now, under the full approval of Prabhupada, doing exactly what he wants, doing. Him. Yes, the one that initiated you old farts out there. Yeah, that guy you're so proud of having initiation by, but you don't know. But we know. If you're not an ecstatic devotee, you don't know Prabhupada. He was an ecstatic personality. That's why he knew his guru, and his guru knew his guru. And they had many disciples who still didn't know them, just like now. Even here, only my really ecstatic devotees know my heart. They know what I'm talking about, and it shows. See? Those who are not really ecstatic, though, like sometimes newcomers or speculators and all that, they don't know. And you all know who I'm talking about. I don't have to mention names. But they can come to know if they stick it out, and then they get purified. It's the only way. See, like Jesus' disciples, they had to hear from him 3 years. Preaching. And then they became saints because they were cleansed. You were clean by the sound, by the word, by hearing, by the word I spoke to you. This is why you guys are cleansed by this word, right? You've been speaking a lot, huh? We haven't stopped. And already I didn't have to die, and then the spirit comes to you. We're here. We're still doing it, huh? It's amazing, huh? Goes on and on and on. We go on as long as we can. Mm. Yeah, I had this realization this morning, about Shiva. You notice how the thing is, the like David Icke and others are coming out and say, actually, there's these reptiles. They're ruling the world, right? Reptiles ruling. It's a big thing. It's coming out more and more. As you're seeing these images of reptiles, and they're putting it in the movies, predictive programming to get us comfortable with the revelation of these reptiles, a reptilian race, actually. And the Bhagavatam speaks about this. Speaks about in the lower planets. There's reptiles there. They're reptilian races, and they're very smart. They're very intelligent, crafty, and cold-blooded. They'll just knock you off, and that's what they do here. What 9/11? That was all. That's these. This is this. Oh, they just to accomplish their goals. Millions can die. All these wars, everything. I'm learning all this stuff. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's like a history lesson. This is why all these wars have come. They'll sink. The Titanic was sunk. Um, One of these other boats was sunk because three people were on there. They just killed to kill three people that were bankers. They sunk and killed thousands. Nothing to them. Genocides, nothing. They're cold blooded. Now, you see, this is Shiva work. Shiva, you notice he's got snakes around his neck, stuff like that. Does that make him a bad person? No, that's part of the service. He that's how the Lord destroys the creation. Even small destructions, like now we're having the destruction of empire. The American empire is being destroyed. The Western empire being destroyed. The elites think, oh, we're doing this, and yeah, it's all just false ego, man. You're just a servant of the Lord's deeper purpose. He's going to set up his own thing. God always does. you know it's going to be a new, see, they're in the reflection. That's how you know. See, it's predictive programming. They think they're doing predictive programming in the movies and stuff like that, the demons, but actually the Lord's doing the predictive programming. See, I just look at the elites and I see what the Lord's doing. Oh, my Lord wants the one world order. See, under him, the transcendental potency. Oh, that's great. Oh, good. He wants us to fast a little bit, and because people have been living too high on the hog. Okay, it's good. I practiced a little bit. I can, do a 30-day fast if I need. Maybe. Oh, I gained a few pounds, so I can do at least 50 days, 60 days, probably, no problem. As long as I get a little water. Oh, that's what I'm storing up for the next long fast. Yeah, yeah. So, what kind of maintenance does the laundry machine need there, Freddie? Yeah, Govinda, he likes to eat, man, but he doesn't gain any weight. It's amazing. He just eats like a big pile of food. It's amazing. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we back to the story. In the beginning of the day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the deity of Lord Jagannath in the temple. He offered him obeisances and prayers and danced and sang before him. After visiting the temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would remain outside during the Upala Bhog offering. He would then meet Haridas and return to his residence. Actually, you know what? River, why don't you read a little bit here? Read where I might make a few here and there.
Maharaj, can you just tell me where you're reading, please?
So I gotta get my headphones out. Oh, here, I can use these.
What's there?
That's what I was-
Do you know where Maharaj is reading, Lalita? Okay. Stop it. Can't
Say
see
something.
you. Maharaj, could you tell me where you're reading and which book, please? And which verse? Stop it.
Let's see here. Oh, wrong thing.
Can't see that. Stop it. Go away now.
Say something.
Maharaj. Can you not hear me?
Is she muted?
No.
No.
I can hear Yamuna.
Oh, I see the problem.
Sorry.
Maybe. Let's
Maharaj
see.
is
Oh, yeah, this is the problem. There we go. Say something. Oh, wrong thing again. Did I? No. How come
Are
I
you
can't hear
muted,
anything?
Yamuna?
Oh, I got it. Okay, it's
I
working.
am now. I was because I kept talking. Maharaj?
Yes,
Yes, you can hear me.
I hear you now.
Could you tell Could you tell me what book and verse you're reading?
Oh, chapter 15, verse number 6.
Which book?
Oh, wait a second. Yeah.
I've got to read.
Oh, yeah. Chapter Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 15.
What book, Guru Maharaj? Adirila, Madhyalila?
Madhya Lila, yes. Verse number 7.
Chapter 15.
No. Verse number 5.
The Lord accepts prasadam at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Yeah, verse 5.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Maharaj. Okay. In the beginning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the deity of Lord Jagannath in the temple. He offered him obeisances and prayers and danced and sang before him. After visiting the temple, Sri Chaitanya Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would remain outside during the Upala Boga offering, he would then go to meet Haridas Thakur. He would go to meet Haridas Thakur and return to his residence. Sitting in his room, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would chant on his feet. And Advaita Prabhu would come there to worship the Lord. While worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya would offer him scented water to wash his mouth and feet. Then Advaita Acharya would smell very fragrant sandalwood all over his body. Sri Advaita Prabhu would also place a flower garland around the Lord's neck and tulsi flowers, margins on his head. Then with folded hands, Advaita Acharya would offer obeisance and prayers unto the Lord. After being worshipped by Advaita Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would take the dish containing flowers and tulsi, and with whatever paraphernalia remained, would also worship Advaita Acharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would worship Advaita Acharya by chanting the mantra, whatever you are but my. Whatever you are but. I offer my respects unto you. In addition, the Lord would make some would make some sounds within his mouth that would make Advaita Acharya laugh. In this way, both Advaita Acharya and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would offer their respectful obeisances unto one another Then Advaita Acharya would extend invitation to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again. Indeed. Sri Advaita Acharya's invitation is another wonderful story. It has been very vividly described by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Since Advaita Acharya's invitation has been described by Vrindavan Das Thakur.
You know, this was Lord Chaitanya's way. He would talk and cry. He would relish to that extent, and that's potencies being given to you. See, and so you're part of the family already. See, this is the way it is. This is what these these persons in these religious groups, they're worshiping the Lord, but they don't know the Lord. See, you guys are knowing the Lord. You're manifesting the Lord's actual character in this world, like He manifested His character. This is how we get to know the Lord, is on the reflection of the devotee. It's reflected on the devotee into this world. This is the kind of worship, this is worshiping in spirit and truth. You know, the truth are these verses, and the spirit is these feelings. You know? And and that's the worship here. That's the highest goal of life. That is the pearl of great price. That was the power of Jesus. That's the power of all real devotees, is in this kind of worship. Yeah? This is the kind of devotees that are remembered forever because they're alive. Nobody else has anything really memorable. Everything gets forgotten. You know? Except these kinds of teachings that come from such devotees. That's why they're preserved in these holy books. These books are all written by devotees who have some level of ecstasy, but not to the degree, usually like Lord Chaitanya's devotees have, like this. This is phenomenal. I mean, this is the wake-up call. Can you imagine if millions of devotees, Prabhupada and the Paramparas have captured so many. If they would realize this, there'd be so many in back into the kingdom of God, even in this life. You guys are living in the kingdom of God, just like the Lord did here. That's why like Lalita was preaching. She said, I'm not in this world. I'm in this the whole other world. It's true. Yeah, and so this is where it's all leading to, is this consciousness, this awareness, this intimate, ecstatic, wonderful relationship with God forever. This is the new world order. It's going to be like this. This is what the Lord, is showing through the demons. It's like that pastime where, they're churning the ocean of milk. And so the demons thought they're going to get the nectar also, They're going to get the nectar. And the nectar is they wanted to take over. They wanted to be the head of the snake. See, they let us be first. They want to be, everybody wants to be first, So, and Lord had some other idea in mind, And so they're all doing that and then cheated them of that nectar, So the nectar that they think they're going to get is they're going to be heads of the New World Order and all of their big false ego stuff. But no, they're going to be part of the New World Order under the true leadership of God. See, an awakened devotee, mature devotee, is led by the Lord. See, just like these scriptures are dictated to such devotees. See, so they're led by the Lord. It's that way. Lord Brahma is led by the Lord. He when he realized Krishna, then he realized this relationship with Krishna, then he got the empowerment to create. See? So that's without that. That's why for the empowerment, you have to be empowered to deliver people. You have to have the fructification of love of God, like the book says, see, Madhavendra Puri, because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to appear now in the world and deliver people. And that's, that's the empowerment comes from that. So here, good, Claude. We got some perspective now. Thanks, Claude, for coming. Okay, he came yesterday and today. Let's give Claude a hand. Hey, Claude, thank you for coming. All right. In order to flood the world with the holy name, street Sankirtan is recommended. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see, flood the world with, okay, that's fine. You're chanting the name, but not really the full name yet, usually. See, because the name is the full name. It's prema bhakti. That's forthcoming. Right? So if you stay here, we'll just flood you with the holy name, and then you'll have a more effectiveness in your devotional service. Yeah. See, so flood the world with the holy names. It's just, yeah. So the holy names is the whole name. The whole name is love for that name. That's basic. That's it. You can learn that here, and then you'll have an edge. Otherwise, you go on Sankirtan, and you're just chanting. Okay, great. And a lot of times people have it. Oh yeah, let's go chant and make devotees. We want to make devotees. In other words, let's get devotees in the temple so they can give money, stuff. They can give service because we need people to do what we don't want to do. I guarantee you, my temple president didn't want to wash the pots. He would get the newcomers wash. Yeah, go ahead, the Revere.
Since Advaita Acharya's invitation has been described, I shall not repeat the story.
So, Claude, you could go your whole life doing Sankirtan with the devotees and everything, but your best experience of all of that is just one day seeing the devotees cry for Krishna. You being able to see that is worth more than your 50 years of Sankirtan, even if you've done that much, or 5 years, whatever you've done. Just seeing the devotees cry for Krishna is more valuable for your own spiritual development because you're seeing reality that you don't see in a bunch of devotees chanting Hare Krishna, but not in ecstasy yet. Okay? You're seeing something very rare here. Go ahead.
However, I shall say that the other devotees also
Okay, Lalita's turn to read now. Thank you. Thanks, River. That's fantastic.
Verse 15.
Okay, thank
Let's
you.
quit while we're ahead because who knows? You may become sad or something. We don't want you to become too blissful. You might go down or something. Go ahead, Lalita. Your turn.
Okay, thank you, Guru Maharaj. Oh, glories to you. Glories. Oh, glories to discipline line. Oh, glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Oh, glories to Radha Krishna. Day after day. One devotee after another would invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the other devotees to lunch and would also hold a festival. All the devotees, all the devotees remained a Jagannath Puri for 4 continuous months. And they observed all, all Lord Jagannath's festivals. With great pleasure, the devotees, they celebrated the festival of Jagannath. Oh, sorry, Janmashtami. Krishna's birthday, which is also called Nanda Mahotsava, the festival, the festival of Nanda Maharaj. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees, they dressed themselves they dressed themselves as coward boys. Having dressed up like coward boys. All the devotees carried pots of milk and yogurt balanced on rods over their shoulders. And as they arrived at the festival, crowds chanting the holy name.
So, River and Lalita, did you get this opulence to read verses like this by following the rules and regulations and chanting 16 rounds and not drinking coffee?
Nothing.
Yeah. Do you still drink a little coffee here and there? And this?
I don't drink coffee. I drink tea, but
Oh.
I drink rivers of glory.
Rivers of glory.
By your association, Guru Maharaj. It's all happening by your association. No rules, no regulations.
So isn't it so, this should be a good lesson for the devotees to realize maybe they don't know everything about devotional service. I mean, what they're seeing here is the highest attainment that Lord Caitanya came to give. He came to give what you see with your own eyes, Claude. That he came to give that, and you're seeing it with your own eyes, and they're telling you that they didn't get it by following the rules and regulations. So you have misconception. See, you and all the Vedas are teaching that too. You get it. Maharaj Parikshit didn't get devotion and deliverance simply by following rules. He got it from hearing from Shukadev Goswami. See? The wives of the Brahmins didn't get deliverance and love of Krishna. It's in 10th canto. You can read all this by following all those rules of the Brahmins. The Brahmins didn't get it by following all their rules and regulations like you're doing and others are doing it. The wives got it to show the example that they got it by going to the ecstatic cowherd boys. And just after a short time of that association, faithful association, they came back with it. And even the Brahmins thought, just like you should be thinking, you guys out there, like, wow, this is real Bhagavatam that we're preaching here. Yeah? That's why Prabhupada said he has my full approval, because I'm just telling what's in his real books. I'm sure he's very happy about that, because people, can only understand if they hear it, not from the Acharya Dev with a paper degree on his wall. He's got to prove that he knows what's in the Bhagavatam. You know how you prove it? Well, you do what the Bhagavatam does. The Bhagavatam gave ecstatic love, is a history of persons who gave ecstatic love in bodies. See? So if you prove that you're a devotee Bhagavat, that means you do what the Bhagavatam had done before. You do it again in this life, like it was in living color then. Otherwise, you're not really. You're just a little pipsqueak, a little mouse. You're not the real guru yet. You got to do what the Bhagavatam did in bygone days. And Maharaj Parikshit got ecstatic devotion by listening to a real devotee, a real acharya. The wise of the Brahmins got real love of Krishna from the simple little cowherd boys in forest dress because they had it themselves. Bali Maharaj was delivered simply by accepting the association and serving the Vamanadev, the representative of Shuddha Bhakti. That's the real path we teach here. Okay? Why do we know this? Because of this kind of ecstatic worship. We cannot know it. You see, they know it because they're ecstatic devotees. They've been purified. They went through the fire, baptism by fire, burning up all that stuff in the way. And if anybody else wants to know, they'll have to come here. This is where the real sacrifice is at. Is this? We got the fire stoked. It's ready to go. Just come and sit by the fire and warm yourself. Yeah, it gets very warm at first. This is real Chaitanya Charitamrita 2022, like the book Pastimes. They are happy. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly like that. Why? Because the Lord is here and his devotees are here. Therefore, you have the same thing. Yeah, they were ecstatically chanting the holy names and pastimes, and we're doing the same thing. But we got the benefit of technology. I can do it on Facebook Live and reach millions potentially, but millions aren't coming. Why? Because they're held back by false representatives of the Lord. I'm here doing something about that. I'm not going to just sit on the sidelines. I'm going to crack the safe. Oh, a new thing you didn't know. I'm a jewel thief. I'm here to steal the jewels. There are a lot of jewels that are in the safe there. Safe cracker. Master safe cracker. Nutcracker. This is the Nutcracker suite. Da 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 la li la li da di da di da. It's only the first wave. Yeah. That's right there. Look, we got 19 people here. Hey man, we're breaking the resistance. We are the resistance. We're the resistance. Actually, we're not the resistance. Maya's the resistance. See, she's the resistance. We're breaking that resistance. We're here to break it, man. Pop through, man. Pop a few people out, too. We're here to pop out Krishna in you, man. We're going to make a lot of pregnant devotees out there. We're going to get them pregnant, man. Sow our seeds all over the place, man. All over ISKCON and Gaudiya Math and Samitis and the Christians and, in the world. We're here to sow our oats, man. Transcendental oats. Yeah. Go ahead there, River. So you guys, you gurus, you can be the first. Don't you want to be the first? You can be first you want to always be first. Now you can really be first, man. That's only a game to be first and to be big and to be on top and have all that. No. You want to be first in the kingdom. Come here, man. You'll be the first one to figure it out. You get honor for that. We'll give you a lot of honor and prestige, the real stuff. Wow, you've understood the real truth like Bali Maharaj. That actually deliverance is actually here and people are being delivered. It's like, wow, man, yeah, it's really true. Where all we do is true, 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 true. Everything's true here. Yeah, true deliverance. Isn't that what it's all about? The Hare Krishna movement is to be delivered. True deliverance is these beautiful devotees here, these worshipable devotees. Let me go kiss. I'm going to do a cyber kiss for River and Lalita's feet. I'm so happy. Look at this, man. Thank you, Lord, for fulfilling my desire. You know, this is, and I just keep getting, I'm going to get happier. I just happy. The more people get ecstatic devotion, the happier I get. It's great, man. I love it, man. Win-win, man. I win. To me, I consider this a win. What, me winning personally? Oh, that's already done, man. You know, I need more challenge now. Got to be challenged, right? Everybody likes a little challenge. I want to see the whole world get there. I want to see all of ISKCON get there. I want to see these gurus. I want to see Acharya Dev get this. I want him to be a real guru. I want all these guys to be real gurus so their disciples get real bhakti. Come on, man. Why die with a false reputation? Yeah, you know, you just die and then you find out, oh, I wasn't a real guru. Well, why don't you get it now? Listen to it now. I'll prove that you're not a real guru yet. Hopefully, even if a few of your disciples understand what I'm saying here and get this love of God, then they'll prove it to you. We got a job to do here. I'm under orders. I'm a company man. You know, I work for the company. The corporation. Oh, you think these corporations in this world, they're just a reflection of the real corporation. This is Caitanya Corp. You know, we're working under his desire and order and his corporation. It's already the mission statement's already here. Deliver the universe. Give ecstatic love of God to everybody, anybody who wants it. Yeah, why don't you come on live here? Yeah, come on. You, Amy, too. Yeah, come get up there. Come on, Amy. You did a great job. I'm looking for you. Come on, I'll see you this time. Oh, I just saw Tom. Okay, Tom's here. Yeah, come on, Amy. You get up here. Ava, too. You come on, get up here. Let's have some fun, man. Let's some dynamics going. This is preachy, you know. You want to share, let them see your light. Don't do like Jesus said not to do. Jesus said, if you have a light, Amy, you have a light. Ava, you got a light, man. You're being lit up. Yeah.
If you want to be with Guru, come here. Come here.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah, exactly. Come here. I don't have to go over there. Come here. You know? Yeah. So yeah, don't put your light. You have lights now. People are looking for. They need to see this light. If you hide it under a shade by not appearing, then it's just it's good. But can you imagine the good you can do by coming up here and just. You got to understand, you make a difference in this world. And by standing up, see, it's all about standing up. Confession is unto the salvation. Standing up for this, you deliver people. Yeah. See, like Tom, he comes up here regularly.
We have a bear and we have a monkey now.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Lolita, read some more.
Having dressed up like coward boys, all the devotees, they carried pots of milk and yogurt, balance or rods over their shoulders. Thus, they all arrived at the festival grounds. chanting the holy name of Hari. Kalani, Kutiya, he dressed himself. He dressed himself like Nanda Maharaj. And Jagannath Mahiti dressed himself. It's not unusual. At that time, King Prataparudra, he was also personally present with Kashi Mishra, Sarvabhaumacharya, and Tulsi Padikapatra, as usual. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he danced jubilantly. Everyone was covered. Everyone was covered with milk, yogurt, and, and yellow turmeric water. At this time, Sri Advaita said, please don't be angry. I speak I speak the truth. I shall know that you are a coward boy. Only if you can wheel this rod about. Accepting Advaita's challenge, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took a big rod and he began to wheel it around and around. Again and again, he threw the rod into the sky and caught it when it fell. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wheeled and threw the rod sometimes over his head, sometimes behind his back, sometimes in front of him, sometimes to his side, and sometimes between his legs. All the people loved to see this. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu whirled the rod in a circle, like a firebrand. The heart of everyone who saw it was astonished. Nityananda Prabhu also played at whirling the rod. Who can understand how they were ecstatically immersed in the deep emotions of the coward boys? Following the orders of Maharaj Prataparudra, the temple superintendent named Tulasi, he brought one of Lord Jagannath's used clothes.
Shamaguri, do you have a Chaitanya Charitamrita? No? Oh, your microphone's not working. Oh, I forgot.
He has it, but yeah.
Yeah. How about Tom? Why don't you let Tom read a little bit here? Okay? Tell him where he is.
Yeah. I'm at verse 28.
Great reading. Thank you there, Lalita.
Yeah. Text 28. Chapter 15 of Madhya Kanda.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Whoa. Whoa. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Oh, thank you, all devotees, pure devotees, Shri Gauridas. Whoa. Whoa. This valuable cloth. This valuable cloth was wrapped around the head of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The other devotees headed by Advaita Acharya also had cloths wrapped about their heads. In ecstasy, Kanani Kutiya, who was dressed as Nanda Maharaj, and Jagannath Mahiti, who was dressed as Mother Yashoda, distributed all the riches they had stocked at home. Am I reading the right verses? Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was greatly satisfied to see this, accepting them as his father and mother. Accepting them as his father and mother, he offered them obeisances. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was greatly satisfied to see this. Accepting them as his father and mother, he offered them obeisances. Oh, Hare Krishna. In great ecstasy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to his residence. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gauranga Sundara, performed various pastimes. Wow. On the day celebrating the conquest of Lanka, a day known as Vijaya Dasami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed up all his devotees as monkey soldiers. Wow. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed up all his devotees as monkey soldiers. Oh my God. This coincidence. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman. There we have Hanuman. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took up a large tree branch and, mounting the walls of the Lanka fort, began to dismantle it. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman. Wow, displaying the emotions of Hanuman. Hanuman Avesh, Prabhu Vriksha Shaka Lana. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took up a large tree branch and, mounting the walls of the Lanka fort, began to dismantle it. Wow, oh my God, this is so deep. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Oh my God. In the ecstasy of Hanuman, in the ecstasy of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya, in the ecstasy of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu angrily said, "Where is that rascal Ravana? He has kidnapped the universal mother Sita. He has kidnapped the universal mother Sita. Now I shall kill him and all his family." Everyone became very much astonished to see the emotional ecstasy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And everyone began to chant, all glories, again and again. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees participated in all the festivals, including Rasa Yatra, Deepavali, and Uttana Dvadasi. One day the two brothers, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, consulted with each other while sitting together in a solitary place. No one could understand what the brothers discussed between themselves. No one could understand that the brothers discussed what the brothers discussed between themselves. But later all the devotees could guess what the subject matter was. Oh my God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Wow. Oh my God. We can feel the communications. We can feel them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Thereafter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for all the devotees and asked them to return to Bengal. In this way, he bade farewell to them. Bidding farewell to all the devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested them to return to Jagannath Puri every year to see him and then see the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Bidding farewell to all the devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested them to return to Jagannath Puri every year to see him and then see the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Wow, talking about maintenance. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Again, with great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya. Give Krishna consciousness, devotion to Krishna, even to the lowest of men, Kandalas. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya. Give Krishna consciousness, devotion to Krishna, even to the lowest of men. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, go to Bengal and without restriction manifest devotional service to the Lord, Krishna consciousness. manifest devotional service to the Lord. Without restriction, manifest devotional service to the Lord. Krishna consciousness. Oh my God. Go to Bengal and without restriction manifest devotional service to the Lord, Krishna consciousness. Nityananda Prabhu was given assistants like Ramadas, Gadadhar Das, and several others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
Isn't that
said,
nice? Isn't that
yes,
nice? Go without restriction. Without restriction. I got the same order from Prabhupada, man. Without restriction. Has his full approval. See? Manifest. See? Manifest. What does manifest mean? Manifest pure devotional service. What does it mean, man? Show it. Show it to the world. Show how beautiful it is. Let them kick and scream on the order of the Lord. That's why it's strong here, you know? Strong. We manifest the order of the Lord. You don't think people, you know, this Narayan Raj devotee, man, she was with him for 20 years, and she come to me when I was preaching like this. She says, "Are you sure you're making Prabhupada happy?" See, this Raganuga Bhakti Sangha, you know, that they claim. I said, "Oh, really? You mean you don't understand that the Raganuga Bhakti spontaneous devotee? You know when you're making the Lord, you're following the real principle of spontaneous devotional service, how to manifest it. Why wouldn't the Lord be happy with this? He's been waiting for this a long time. You know." See, so the same order came, Gaur Das. You know, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. This has my full approval. And I was doing it. We were just manifesting this bhakti, and people were getting it and crying and laughing and all that stuff. Yeah, full approval. See? So this is very much welcomed by the Parampara and the Lord. Nobody else is doing it. They're all trying to hide everything. That you know, it's exposure time. You know, show the real picture. You know, not just something negative, some dark negative thing of what Krishna consciousness is. This is Krishna. It's colorful, isn't it? Color. You know, life. You got life. I have life. I can give it to you abundantly. Isn't Jesus that kind of preaching, man? Where do you see? What is that? You call that life? You know, no, that's not. They're not born yet. You need to born. You have to have real life. You have to be impregnated. You got to hear the word. Born of the word. You got to hear from devotees. You hear the confidential message of the Lord. See, this causes this spiritual pregnancy, and now Krishna's coming out. Look, Tom's being born. He feels the life, you know, the life in these words. See, that's because this is a result of him hearing for a long time now. See, and getting purified. You see, it takes a bit to get purified, doesn't it? You know, it's some get there a little quicker than others. It depends on on you and your how you're wired up. Yeah. So great verse. Yeah. Thank you. Just thought we should point that out. Go ahead there, Tom.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, go to Bengal and without restriction manifest devotional service to the Lord, Krishna consciousness. Nityananda Prabhu was given assistants like Ramadas, Gadadhar Das, and several others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said,
"See how we assistants. We don't just do it alone. You guys, we're assistants. You know, come here. We work together, and then we get this mission accomplished." Yeah, go for it. Go ahead.
I give them to you to assist you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said,
You see how this is. You've been given here. for assistance. Otherwise, you couldn't be doing this. You cannot do this unless you've been given by the Lord. See, the Lord has given you this service. You understand these things. See, I'm not forcing you guys to help out. See, the Lord is giving you this. That's why he gives you to the guru. He is my Lord, birth after birth. You think that's just words? Empty words? The spiritual master, he's my Lord, birth after birth. From them ecstatic Brahma emanates, and by his word ignorance is destroyed. There you go. That's the real guru. When you start understanding these words, that's when you could say you're real. Your life is your word. See, you're acting according to the word of God. That is in your heart. That is in your actions. See, the deed. You're doing the deed. Yeah, it's true. By their word, by my guru's word, my ignorance is destroyed. From him, ecstatic Brahma emanates. See, so now you're a living testament of that word. That happened there. That's Narottam's prayer. Yes, by my Lochan Das, from him ecstatic Brahma emanated, and by his word, my ignorance was destroyed. See, and you have to be, you have to be that. Otherwise, you're no real disciple. You guys are no real gurus until you're a real disciple, man. If you haven't gotten love of God from Prabhupada, and 99.9% of them didn't, because you can't say that. You can't say that, even though you're initiated by Prabhupada. That's why they sing the songs and they don't understand the songs after 40 years. Because even your Guru Dev doesn't understand the song. From them, ecstatic Prema doesn't emanate. They didn't get that result with Prabhupada. That was forthcoming. That's here. Here, we're in the real line. We're here to finish the job. It doesn't look like it's going to be finished with many of these gurus and their followers. They'll go to their death believing in the illusion. Well, I'm here, this divine interruption. I'm here to make an interruption. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. This is the Raganuga Choo-Choo. Pardon me, boys. This is the Raganuga Choo-Choo. So isn't it? It's the boys' club up there, man. They're all guys, most of them, right? Hey, pardon me, boys. It's the Raganuga Choo-Choo. We're steamrolling in there. We're here to do a little divine interrupt. Otherwise, you guys you're just on a track, man. You're on a track going. You're running out of track, man. We're here to add some traction to your devotional service, man. See, traction. You're slipping, man. You're slipping and sliding all over the place, man. We're here to add some traction, man. We got some tennis shoes for you, man. Dig in, man. Dig into the ground, man. Solid, be rooted in real bhakti. Yeah, go ahead there, Tom. It's getting juicy.
I shall also go to see you at
He looks a little
intervals.
drunk, doesn't he, Lalita? Now he's starting to look like a devotee. You got to look a little drunk there.
Yeah, I was
Go
thinking
ahead.
of having a haircut.
It's time for a shave. No, I kind of look. You kind of look good. It's good. You're looking all right. Go ahead.
I shall also go to see you at intervals. Keeping myself invisible, I shall watch you dance.
See, isn't that's what's happening here, man? The Lord is going to see us every day at these intervals, man. And he's watching the whole thing and participating. See, and because he's close, this goes on, man. The real show can go on because he's here, he's close. Go ahead, Tom.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced, there you go, Srivas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Srivas Pandit, and with his arm about his neck
Okay,
began to...
Shamaguri, you're on. No, he does look good. You're not understanding. This is looking good. Is looking ecstatic, man, drunk. That's looking good. Amy Rose says, I don't like the boys club because they always say no girls allowed. Isn't that interesting? It's always no girls allowed. Well, we got plenty of girls. Look at the most ecstatic ones are here, man. You know, there are shining lights. See, we have true equal opportunity here. You know, anybody can become ecstatic. Man, woman, dog, cat, who cares, man? Go ahead, Tom.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Srivas Pandit, and with his arm about his neck began to speak to him in sweet words.
Oh yeah, Shamaguri. Just one thing here. Yeah, you're right. I didn't like his beard until today. Now, you know, his beard, I was thinking he should have a shave. But today he's so ecstatic and everything looks good about him. See, it's all in the ecstasy. It changes every. You're right, because the other day I was thinking, man, he needs a shave. He's looking, but when he gets ecstatic now, all of a sudden he's starting looking good. However he is.
Shamagauri said this to me yesterday. I invite you to come on Sunday, but I don't like the beard.
Yeah. Well, as long as you stay ecstatic. If you stay ecstatic, then everything will be okay. But if you go without some ecstasy, then she's going to probably comment. That's her deal with you. As long as you come in an ecstatic mood, then she'll tolerate the beard.
Yes,
But if you go over there with some contamination because you're getting intimate with somebody out there that's a mundane person or something, then she'll start saying, "Shave up now."
Yes, there's so much to say about this people pleasing attitude and moving where people want you to go.
Yeah.
When people pleasing, it can navigate your whole life, and I'm battling with that also.
Oh, and people do. Their whole lives are. See, what you got to get, and I try to, actually you get it automatically. When you please Krishna, then you're not obligated to the demigods or the people that they're obligated to people please. And it's but as you make progress, you see that, oh, my obligation is in just pure devotional service, just to please the Lord. And in this way, you become solid in that, and then people can't move you away and push you around. It's because of your faith in Maya, basically. When you have faith in conclusive understanding, I see, devotional service, faith in the word, faith in my guru, faith in spontaneous worship, faith in ecstatic worship, faith in sadhu sangha. What, I'm supposed to do something else? No. I'm obligated to do something else? No. I'm obligated to give charity. Oh, you think you're obligated to even give charity to a beggar coming by? In the thing that said, well, what do you think? The Lord is going to be displeased with you? He's going to say, oh, you're doing devotional service. Oh, you don't choose to give charity? No problem, man. You're doing the highest thing. I'm only happy with that. I have a lot of beggars. Sometimes they interrupt me. I can't get the hell out of here, man. Move away, man. But I'm a beggar, don't you? It's a pious thing. I don't care, man. Get out of here. You're disturbing my preaching, man. I'm engaged in pure devotional service. Move along. People are hard-hearted. Yeah, well, hey, man, I'm not obligated to beggars. You want to do pious deeds so you can go to heaven? I am not interested in heaven. I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be obligated to go to heaven even for a day. I want to go because I choose to go. I mean, I don't need these to do pious deeds to go to heaven. I go if I want to go. I go to hell if I want to go. If I feel like doing it, because I have meetings with my Lord. We have a meeting every day, our GBC meeting every day. We decide together what we're going to do. I like that I like relationship, man. See, meetings are good when you have it with God. When you have it with these people, these mundane clerks, acting as, saviors for the world. It's only an act. Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, there's so many realizations now in this moment. They came to you asking you, please, can you teach me priorities? And now is the time I really feel I get it.
Yeah.
Like the lesser concerns, they dissolve into the background.
Mm-hmm.
This is prioritizing and getting myself on track with a real movement. There were some words you said. I repeatedly remember them. Yes, like you said, this is a movement. Yes, this is a movement. Like I asked, in what direction is all this going? And you said, this is a movement.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's you move here, you move along. It's like, you come here as an ass, and we have the rod, and we just beat your little ass to move you along. I mean, you feel it, sometimes a little bit, you ever see a donkey? They won't move. They're just sitting there, and you kind of get a stick and boom, and it understands the stick. Oh, okay, You come here. Sometimes you get the flower and sometimes the stick. You notice? Well, whatever will get you to move along.
Yeah. Sometimes we are just spontaneously asking for the whip.
Yeah.
We want that. We want to move. We want to
I want to move. Yeah.
get shake like the whole world now. I was just this morning talking to someone. It's like this time the whole world is being shaked.
Shaken.
Everyone is wake up like that. There are we a few years ago everyone was just
Complacent.
it's like dormant
Yeah.
and saturated with sleep.
Yeah. You see,
No, shake up.
this is the Bible verse. Bible verse says at this time the heavens will be shaken. See, the heavens are the demigods. They're shaken now, from all the modes of nature, the ignorance and passion. See, the Shiva is coming up, and it's his time now. Shiva does the destruction, destroying this. So the Lord's going to, make a better way. We don't need even capitalism now. We don't really need that. We don't need that. We're meant to be sovereign in God. God's going to have a fantastic thing for the world. Yeah, this is this special Kali Yuga, my friends. Forget about Kalki. That's happening now. This is a Kalki thing. Oh, you're not, if you're not kind of like with it or with the Lord's program that he wants, you're part of that. Because what are you going to do? These people say, oh, we can't travel. We got to get an injection. Oh, okay. We'll put poison in our body. If people can't think right, they don't want to, they're too lazy. They don't do research. Then, or they don't listen to intelligent people. Well, the Lord said, okay, well, you're not good for this phase. Okay, so just move, just kind of move things out of the way, and let's get this new world order going. I mean, this is better. I mean, even the smart demons will like this. I'm telling you, man, they'll love it. They'll love this immortality that's being given by God. The Lord always has it right. They're just they're just everybody's or more or less misguided in this world, in this universe. Everybody. You know, the real, everything they're doing. That's why I want to do this Klaus Schwab thing, you know, about the fourth industrial revolution. I'll straighten it all out. I'll show you what the Lord's going to do. He's right, but in the wrong way. I think all demons are always like that. They're right in the wrong way. Everything's kind of reversed, you know. So we'll unreverse. We'll reverse it again to put everything proper in proper order. See, only the real devotees can do that, even better than the demigods. They know the proper order of the Lord. See, and so we're in that phase. We're come here for this work at this time. Perfect timing. Yeah, just the Lord's timing. It's perfect for this. I mean, can you imagine have a world where you're sovereign in the Lord? You don't need rules. You don't need the government. I mean, it's getting so obvious. Like even people are like, wow, this is what we were believing, and these Trudeaus and these materially motivated persons to run our lives. They're telling to put up poison in our bodies. They're doing this and doing that. Well, how can we have any faith in them? We pay the taxes, and they use the taxes to destroy their own people. What good is that? It doesn't even make sense. And we've been supporting that. We're supporting our own death. It's like, that's not intelligent. That's stupid. That's the way the world is run by imbeciles and crazy people, psychopaths and people that should be in the midst. They have hand washing. Bill Gates, he has a hand washing problem. He's the germs. Ew. They got these weird things. They have no trust in nature, the immune system, nothing. And they want to run the world. Well, they'll run it into the ground. And anybody who believes in that will be taken out. And they'll be taken out by their own, their own deeds. Oh, you think they can get away with any of this? Nobody gets away with nothing here. My Lord is watching everything. You are subject to the deeds you do. You kill millions, you're subject to that. The only way out is our way. See? It's our way. Otherwise, you're subject to all those things, all the karma and all that stuff, But my Lord will exonerate everything you've done, because even he'll look at it like, oh, well, you did that kind of the dirty deed, but, now you can come and switch sides and you can be part of this movement. I mean, this is a more pleasurable thing. I mean, I can't imagine being really rich with billions of dollars and have such a horrible mentality and miserly outlook. I would be a pauper man and have this fantastic mentality, fantastic happiness, this cleanliness of consciousness and heart, to be intimate with God. Oh man, I'll choose this, and much better. Yeah, that's nothing to look forward to, man. That's nothing. And people, the people that believe in those people, or people who want to be like them, you don't know, right? So anyway, the Lord this is how he makes things clear. He shows everything. He shows this is a demons. They've been running the world. They're the lizards. See Shiva, these reptiles around his neck. See, they're very smart, but very crafty also. See, but we get protection, right? Shiva gives us protection. He shows us how he works. I have a good I love Shiva. Shiva is fantastic. He's a pure devotee, man. He deals with the most dangerous energies and doesn't get. He may get a little affected, but he gets over it because he's got love of God. You can become, that's why we're here. You can be like him. You can deal with danger. I deal with dangerous energies all the time, and I get cleaned up because of love of God. I mean, look what I do. You can't, I do. Look at where I'm at. Look at what I'm doing, But do I fall away? Do I just somehow disappear one day? Where did Gohari go? Why? Because the Lord is with me. He protects me. He wants to give this to you. You come here and you start to see how powerful it is here, how fantastic it is here, How this is the new world order starting with us. It's ordered under love of Krishna, man. What else do you need? Yeah. perpetually ecstatic, perpetually happy. And you can see, you can give this to others. People are miserable just because they're on the mental plane thinking about mundane material things or speculations. Hey, we live in the truth, man. Truth will set us free, right? What else, man? I'm telling you, this is going to become so amazing. God's going to be so much here. People are going to see, wow, God is really good. He's better than good. Man, his devotees, I want to be that close with the Lord, because they get the best perks. They get the best mercy. They get the best happiness. Oh, babe, they get the best knowledge. They get the best the best of the best is here, man. You see, this is sadhu sangha. These sages wanted to do 1,000. They knew it was so important. They thought, oh, no, we're not going to use our valuable time to become Brahmins and to follow rules and regulations perfectly and all that and spend our whole life. No, we're going to sit in front of a Sutta Goswami who's in the real line and just ask questions and have discussions about the absolute truth, and our lives will be more than perfect. We're going to do that for 1,000 years. If we live longer, we'll do it for 2,000. We found the greatest path, and you guys have found the greatest path, and I found the greatest path. And this is all we have to do, and the whole world and universe will be delivered because of these activities here that no one has been able to do yet until now. See? And that's how we're working for the Lord's company now. We're company people. We're working for the corporation. And we give you this new birth certificate and your names in capital letters in the book of life here. See, you become sovereign, free people forever. Your names are written in this book. This is your social security number. See, now you know what real social security is. See, it's in this society. This being social here is your security. No social security here. You got the social security number out there and you're a slave. You come here, I will give you a new number, man. This is you're gonna be 777, 3 lucky sevens. Instead of you out there, you get 666. Here you get 777, the luckiest smucks in the world. And you'll think, man, I'm a lucky smuck. I'm a lucky duck, lame duck, but I'm lucky, man. I found the Lord. I found Sadhu Sangha. Found the greatest treasure in the whole universe, man. Demigods are be envious of you. Like, my God, man. They would love, hey, let's take birth right now if we can get into this. You're more lucky than them because they as soon as they take birth, this will be gone. We've moved on. You're here. You can take advantage. Everybody else, you can take advantage of this fantastic opportunity to get what nobody can give you. Narayan Raj couldn't give you this. If you're proof of it, there ain't one of they can show that you've got Vrindavan mood, the ecstatic love, except people like Lalita and River, and Johan and others. Yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Read some more.
Read. Okay. There's so much I wrote down.
Oh yeah, read that. Read what you wrote down.
Okay. What the upgrades to changes. Sometimes the upgrade is 777, and sometimes the upgrade is 999. You remember? Yeah, turning around the 666.
Oh.
Sometimes the upgrade is 777. Sometimes the upgrade is 999. The priority.
Oh yeah, turning it around. Yeah. We turn around 666 into 999.
Yeah. So you can. When it's coming from your mouth, and you say 777 is the upgrade, then it's 777. And when it's coming from your mouth, the upgrade is 999, then the upgrade is 999. You bring the highest the highest upgrade in the real time.
Yeah, it's called. It's like, isn't it spontaneously? Isn't it? This is the real meaning. It's not just in the book, spontaneous love. They talk about it, but they can't manifest it. See, the Lord's given us the power to manifest spontaneous love of God here. You know, spontaneous preaching. Yeah, nobody uses any. In the River and Lolita, they don't use any notes. You know, this comes, from spontaneously. And then you can write notes. See, that realizations you get, you can write it down. A lot of stuff you can write down. Like if you hear here, like Tom's doing, you write these things down too. They're very valuable. Like Amy, she writes these notes of these realizations she's getting. This is what they did where they were observing the activities of Lord Caitanya. They made notes. These realizations they got are part of our Chaitanya Charitamrita. They're the notes of Swarab Damodar and Raghunath Das Goswami. None can give it except you. Yeah. Yeah, if people can say they think, go hurry, you just say that you're the only deal in town and everything. Well, show us another deal. Show us a better deal or an equal deal or any deal like this. And nobody does and can. So therefore, why just have that idea wrong? Why not just go where the deal is? This is the deal of the day. You show us another deal like this where you can get love of Krishna so easily without so much problems. Look at all these obstacles. You devotees, you're in your minds, you think, 16 rounds, coffee, this, that, do you, cow protection and all that. Yes. Yeah, cow protection. Yeah, I do all of that stuff, man. Cow protection is here. The devotees coming, they're like wandering cows right now, but they like Krishna. See, that's why you're here. And then you mature and you become cow herders yourself of other cows, cows coming to Krishna, and they need they need to eat the grass, and get stronger, and they need to be led a little bit. It's just, and if you're unwilling to be led, well, then you're on your own, man. You're going to wander off into the world. Isn't that the people? They come for a while, they take the instruction, and after all, they said, no, we don't want to be led anymore. Then they wander off into Maya, and that's what they do until they wander back into the fold of devotees in some lifetime. Yeah, so don't say I don't do cow protection. That's actually, we all do. We teach cow protection here. You're all becoming protectors of cows. There are a lot of people wandering around, right? Can't you see? They need this knowledge. That's why I say, stand up. Come here. Show that you have a light for them. They're looking for grass. Well, you know where the grass is. Show it to them. See, that's as you get stronger, you'll stand up and say, well, hey, I went in the door. See, the door is right here. People are looking for the door, but they have misconceptions, and their misconceptions is misguiding them. See, you have the real conception because you're in the door. You're going in the real door and getting the benefit. And as you start growing and getting stronger, you get up there and then you show other people the door. See, you become, like Jesus said, I am the door. I'll always be the door. Because actually the real guru represents the real parampara, the real devotees. They'll always be the door. Even now, Rupa Goswami I go in that door. I go in that door if I want to see Radha and Krishna. Prabodhananda, that door is always the door. See, the door is guru is one, is that guru teaches you how to go into all of those doors, like in the Matrix, the key maker. They're like the key maker. You come here, we'll make you a key, man. It's a universal key. It'll unlock the door of Rupa Goswami, Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, Krishnadas Kaviraj. So many doors. See, all to going to one place, Radha and Krishna. You know, you just get a little different. What do you think devotional mellows are about? Flavors. These devotees are all flavors of the Lord, man. Chocolate, vanilla, you know, mixtures, Neapolitans, you know, all kinds of wonderful flavors. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how it works. While we're here, that's why people can take advantage of the real guru while he's here. And you went in the door, you got the benefit, and you teach others. Yeah, come in the door, man. It's fantastic. Come into the kingdom. You're in the kingdom now. Many of you. You're living in the kingdom. This is the kingdom. What do you think? The kingdom is only a place? Well, it's this place. Now, here in this world, at this time, in these circumstances, it's not 500 years or 5,000 years ago or 500 years ago. It's now. It's not Vrindavan 5,000 years ago when those devotees were alive and manifesting Vrindavan. It's now where we're manifesting the same moods of Vrindavan, same ecstatic worship, same realizations. See, it's now. You can come here. That's why it's a bit of a fire at first. It burns up all your what do you call, baggage. Only a crazy, falsely confident sheep. That's what it is. I'm going to read this like she's only a crazy, falsely confident sheep leaves the protection of the shepherds. Yes. True. See, falsely confidence. That's actually one of the obstacles is false confidence. See how she picked it up naturally. I know she never read that. You become falsely confident. This is what they do. Oh, I don't need you anymore. Oh, I'm also an ecstatic devotee. Right? We got one of those right now. Kind of like that. Don't need to mention it. Oh, yeah, I'm also, I'm yeah. See, this is falsely confident. The Krishna will deflate them for their benefit. Sometimes the devotees, they need to be humbled a little bit. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I think that's enough for a while. Sorry. So yeah, that's good enough. All right, let's take a break, man. It's been almost 3 hours already.
Can I say a small thing?
Yeah.
A small big thing. Yes. When you draw the attention to something, you emphasize something, then it starts to grow. It really manifests there. Like I was looking like gray and things, and then you say it feels. You point out that there is something else shining there. Yes.
Ah.
This devotion, you emphasize, you put the attention that there's another quality there shining through. And then when you say that, it appears, it comes alive.
Ah.
So these words of the guru, they promote really the bhakti. They promote, they
Manifest.
yeah, they wake up, they expose, they manifest, make it clear. Your words are making, they are bringing life, bringing clarity and bringing realization and contact.
Mm-hmm. That's why sadhu sangha is praised above everything, praised above any other path, any other rule. Let this rule your life, and you'll see. This is the only rule I need is associating with ecstatic devotees, and my life automatically becomes best because that's the most pleasing thing you can do. All your following fasts and rules and everything is leading you to associate with liberated devotees who have a liberated message and engage in their service by liberating other people because people desperately need this. Vaidhi Bhakti devotees, Narayan Raj groups desperately needed this, whether they don't know it, but they do, They desperately need this. That's the problem. They don't know they're desperate. That's why when you become desperate, when you realize, well, God, I didn't get what I really want Krishna. I want more of Krishna. You become desperate. See, that's the desire to attain Krishna. That's why the Krishna says, "Oh, you don't worship me with ecstatic love, and you won't listen to my devotee who worships me with ecstatic love, and go the easy way. Well, go follow a lot of rules and regulations, and go on your pilgrimages and do your fasts until you become desperate enough that where you be open enough to listen to my real representatives in this world, and you find the easy path and just go in that door, and then then you can help those who are ready also. See, you develop the desire, that desperation to attain Krishna is a desire. See? So that'll bring you here. See, these gurus don't have that desire. They're too, see, that's why the Lord has to put a fire under their butts, on everybody's butt. People in the world, they've been too comfortable in the world. They had too many, we got products, we got everything supplied, everything's perfect. They go to the supermarket and their food is, what do we need God for? What do we need a relationship with God? We got the food here, we got drink, and everything is organized, and we got everything. We got a job, and we got money. We don't need God. So the Lord comes in just by nature. It's not like this just happens to be this time. And so the modes are always competing, right? Bhagavad Gita teaches modes are always competing. So now the competition of the mode of ignorance is becoming prominent. Passion and ignorance, stronger, overcoming even goodness for a time, till it switches. See? It's just like whatever goes up comes down, right? It's like this. Whatever goes up comes down. The modes of nature, goodness rises up, then it comes down. Mode of passion, ignorance. And then passion and ignorance rises up, overtakes goodness, and then comes down, and then goodness is prominent. Just when you get sick of the merry-go-round, see, now this kind of helps you get sick. And now I do the preaching. See, now I come out. Now I attack. See, attack Maya. You got to get her when she's down. Get these guys there, that are just now, they're maybe openly looking now, opening their eyes. So now we attack with the truth. See, and now people will become happy when they come on this path, truly happy. See, it's not about just being comfortable in this world. Yeah, people think, and so now it's just the nature of this world is you're not motive. When the ignorance and passion comes, you get up very uncomfortable. See? Bodily, maybe, but spiritually, that'll get you through, man. You know how many people would not have committed suicide that have in the last since 2020 if they would have had this? This gives you something to live for. Can you imagine? You found the greatest thing to live for. That's why I say whatever gets you here, you've got the greatest thing to live for here. So you live for this, and you just naturally want to, because this is life, like River was saying today. She found life, man. This is something to live for, man. It keeps you alive. It gives you something you want to stay around for. Yeah, that's proof that you're getting it when you're feeling like that. It's like, yeah, man, it's another day to help assist in the Lord's mission here. Yeah. And man, this good is coming and going down. Yeah. Yeah, so it's good. Did somebody want to? Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone is an assistant. If they know or do not know, yes, they are an example. Everyone coming here is an example, and you point out, you make it clear why they are an example, and every role they have to. In this lila, every role has to be played. Yes, we need all of them. I don't want to mention names, but I feel a lot of names. We need all those roles,
Yeah,
and
we need
our
Narayana
God.
Maharaj. We need Radhanath. We need Jaipataka. We need you. We really do for this preaching. This is your service.
Yes, yes.
We're here. You're going to give you're helping to provide that passion when people find they can't get fully in the kingdom of God through you guys. Then you provide that desire, because you're holding them back from this. See, when that desire gets strong enough, they'll overcome that. You see how Bali Maharaj did? His desire was so strong, he overcame his guru. His guru was a powerful guru, man. Could raise the dead. And he overcame him simply because there was a higher level to be reached and he wanted it. See, he went to Vamanadev, but that was presented. What if Vamanadev didn't appear? See, there wouldn't be that opportunity. See? What if we didn't appear? What if I wasn't preaching like this? The opportunity wouldn't appear. They give people opportunity to come, to overcome something. This is proof. You really got a desire for Krishna? Well, I tell you, you can have it here fulfilled. You want to go to Vrindavan? You can come here. What do you think? It's just a bunch of words? The devotees are desire trees. They're the storehouse of love of God. It's stored there in the barn of the devotee. You think it's just a word or the truth? What do you think you're going to get here? What do you think is stored here? So if you really want Krishna, I'll just tell you frankly out there, everybody that's listening, you really want Krishna, that means you have to have love for Krishna. That's the only thing that attracts him. And that is our forte here. That is our niche. We got a niche in this work here of the God. You may have your services out there, whatever you're doing, but this is our service, is to deliver ecstatic, spontaneous love of Krishna. Get people ready for that. That's our niche. Okay? That's when it starts to work. Like everybody, they get their niche in their business. It starts to work because people are looking for that particular thing that they're doing. See, that's the whole point of this preaching, is for people to get very clear what we're doing, for us to get very clear what we're doing, because people are looking for this. Not everybody, but some. What? Do you need any more than a few million people to come to this business? It'd be enough, right? Get a few million followers, supporters and customers. A few million, that's good enough out of billions. And then maybe we'll get even more. See? Because we got our niche now. And when everybody gets more and more clear, like, oh, I don't have to go and do ISKCON thing. I don't have to get association there. I don't have to, kiss ass from somebody. I don't have to people please. I just have to engage in this mission. Play with Krishna right in front of the world. Share the realizations I get and liberate the world with that light. People are needing that light. This is all I'm doing is training. You get trained by the example. I'm just sharing the light Krishna gives me, the conclusive understanding. And look what goes. And you're getting it too. And you share it also. See, and make people happy. Says some people don't want to go to Vrindavan. Okay. But it is not true. These people are still covered. Yeah, well, you're right. Some people won't want to go to Vrindavan. Maybe they want to go to Vaikuntha, but they can go. Anybody can go to whatever destination you want here. You can go hang out with Lord Shiva. You can hang out with Jesus Christ. This is for intelligent people. Say you don't want to go to Vrindavan. Well, where do you want to go? Vaikuntha? Well, you come here. You can go to Vaikuntha. No problem. But if you don't come here, it's doubtful if you'll get to Vaikuntha, right? It'll be a long process. The devotees are a desire tree. What do you want? They came to Prabhupada. Well, we want to be guru. We want to be like you. We want to have opulences, material opulences. We want buildings. We want followers. So they got it, right? Desire tree. People come here. What are you here for? Well, we want to be big teachers, and we want to teach Bhagavad Gita. We want to, be a proud scholar. Well, they don't say that, but we want to be Brahmins, and we want to be regulative. Okay, they come and they get, and they go. See? The ones who stay, they get love of Godhead and realize, why would I want to leave? The fire is nice and warm here. Come and warm ourselves here with love of Krishna, and we're with friends, just like this is the way it is. It's family, man. Did you see any of the family disperse in Vrindavan? No, they stayed together, didn't they? What about Lord Chaitanya's devotees? They stayed together, right? It was only Vallabhabhata who had another idea. See, he wanted to be Mahaprabhu. Can you believe that? That's how, he wanted to be a Mahaprabhu. He imitated Lord Caitanya. See, and what happens? You separate from that group. See? You don't get part of this group. This is a lifetime thing. If you're not a lifer here, well, something went wrong. Okay, we'll see you later, everybody. Oh, you want to say, give us a word there, River. Want to say anything?
Thank you so much, Maharaj. It's kind of been really impossible living here the way I've been. It's a whole new world. With you, it's a whole new world. I have all of these things with this body, and crippled, retarded, diseased. But I've received ecstasy because of coming here all the time. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter who you think you are or you don't. Just to come here, everything will be pacified. Everything will be relieved. Krishna does give us everything and takes away everything else. He really does this. Your words for me now are so powerful. They're so powerful, more than ever before. And it is because I've gone through the burning, the fire, whatever you say. But I've gone through that. But your words are so powerful. Even when I hear them, when you send me messages and when you say things, so powerful, and boom, it's like, and for me, it wasn't really like that before, but now it's so like that. And your words, they kind of go through tingles in my body and things like that. And I've wanted that so much. That is what I've really wanted, because I've known it before, I don't know, but your words are so empowering. You're not no ordinary man. I've seen it myself. I've watched you in all areas of life, well, in most areas of life, doing different things, saying the same thing with people, everything like that. And wow, I'm so fortunate. Materially, still fortunate because I'm still quite well as well. I have troubles, but having this knowledge from inside out, even those troubles, the focus of them is just less. The tightness of focus on those things, those troubles are less and less and less. And it's here, with you and the spiritual family. My God, it is just unbelievable. Today is like, wow. It is wow. I feel the difference. I see it in the devotees, the words that they write, all of them. You know what? I have got a great, I did see you as my father, spiritual father. And, I do feel like what Lalita says, I have been given my inheritance more. There's just more and more of inheritance to receive from you again and again. I don't want anything else. I just want to be myself. I'm in the image of you. I'm like in the image of you, becoming in the image of you slowly and surely, not as you, as me, and It's wonderful, Maharaj, to be to identify with the Lord, because I have a living Bhagavat, the living spiritual master, reading the Bhagavat books. Wow. Oh, glories to your lotus feet, Maharaj. Please come back. Please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Lolita. And thank you to the devotees as well. Thank you so much. That's it. I'm out.
Yeah,
Well, not
that's
out.
great. Yeah. Lolita, give us a word. That was great. Thank you.
I'm always amazed that we find everything back in the scriptures over and over again. We read, I read in the morning, it jumps out, then you read later in class, everything is written in the scriptures. Everything is pointing the finger to this devotion to attain the Lord. Everybody is getting this understanding deeper. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, you see, this is its style. You feel fed. You see, this is enlivened by devotional service. This is the example. This is proof that this is real. This is real, and this God is behind this because it's God work. It's God inspiration. It's God manifestation. Otherwise you wouldn't feel so. See, you're getting real food. Otherwise you would not feel so enlivened and lively and happy and ecstatic. And it shows you this is the work of Lord Caitanya. I mean, be honest, devotees out there in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math. Do you manifest this kind of enlivenment, this potency, this knowledge, this uncommon experience of worshiping God? I mean, when you're worshiping the true God in the real way, in natural spirit, it has this spiritual manifestation here, even in this world. It's like this is manifesting spirit in this world. Okay? And this is what's needed. Otherwise, everybody's just identifying with bodies and that. It's just bumping into each other and not really making any contact. Nobody knows who they are. They're a bunch of blind people just bumping into each other. They bump into each other and they keep bumping into each other's bodies, but they don't know who they are. See, we're in touch with the spirit, our spirits, and in relationship to the Spirit of God. See, and we're having this relationship. It gives us a rasa dance here in the world. This is a dance of this relationship, and it creates what we have. That's why people look at this, and if they're ready, it's like, yeah, boy, this looks real. This looks like more life than these people bumping into each other blindly. There's some more sight here. There's something where actually, they're seeing something. They're seeing some real light that nobody else has seen. You have to see this uncommon experience of the eternal spirit relationship that all living beings have potentially. See, that's what's here. That's the word. That's the power, is this relationship. And it starts to bleed out in how you see, the rasa dance wasn't just Radha and Krishna, was it? It's all the devotees together dancing together. But you see, Krishna is in between them, each one of them. Just like this rasa dance could not happen if I'm just here and you guys are not quite getting it. See, you're getting it and dancing with Krishna too in your individual relationship, and it creates this colorful thing, uncommon thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, take a chance on the rasa dance. Yeah. Yeah, invigorating. That's it. See, this is the life. Incredibly invigorating. It's what it is. It's incredible. So we're here to give a perspective and show where real life is. See, look, Jesus says, I have life. I can give it to you abundantly. Okay? Well, he had real life, and the devotees give that life to others. They don't give their death. What is giving the death? This is the people in the mode of ignorance. They still think of death sacrifice by death, physical death. See? Here, the Lord has turned everything around. Lord Caitanya turned everything. I'm going to give life by giving life. I'm going to give death by giving life. Death to the false ego by giving life first. Now, isn't that a wonderful thing? You know, one devotee was preaching, oh, you got to get, oh, they're all preaching this basically. Oh yeah, they're reading this. I made a comment on this, I think. Yeah, this one poem, this person says, God took, the Lord took my eyes away so I can, or made me blind or something. You know that poem, you know, I took my hearing away so I can, meditate more on God, and took this away, took this away, took this away. And everybody, oh, what a great poem. Oh, this is just what I've been thinking about. And, oh, I've been looking for this. And I said, hey man, the Lord is actually working differently. What, you want to be like that? The Lord has to take everything away and then you can finally worship him?
It's only adding.
Yeah. This is the sannyas idea. This is been taught in Vaishnavism. Oh, first you have to renounce all that, then you can serve Krishna. And the Lord is thinking that I'll never get anybody back here, especially in Kali Yuga, this bad association. So I'm going to just give myself. This is the thing. You come here, my Lord will give himself to you, and then you will let go of things according to your pace, even simply by having him added to your life. Having that ras, having spiritual taste, dissolves all this other stuff. That's what he did 550 years ago, and that's the path we revive again. This sannyas thing, spoiled the whole thing right after he left. Bhaktisiddhanta said that the sannyasis came right in and polluted the path. They came in and started to teach. Now it's about trying to attain Krishna by renunciating everything. Krishna was already attained there. He was attained by being with real devotees, and they pushed them out. Push out the real devotees. They separated them. See? And the false followers took over the parampara. That's why it disappeared. That's why it'll disappear again unless we do something about it, and we are. See, the Krishna is attained with the real devotee. It's that simple, not with your big friggin' austerities, not with your 16 rounds, not with all your pompous ceremonies, not with your big, huge deities, not with your big, huge temples, with one empowered devotee who has real devotion. That's always been that way and always will be that way. This is where all your fastings is coming right here to face this mean guy. Yeah. All those off fastings and all that false paths and the false followers you're following. Is to come here, man. And just by association with the real path, because I'm not holding back. I'm not like Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta coming here and giving you something else other than what they have. But he gave you a bunch of rules and regulations and ceremonies and Varnashram Dharma, right? What are you getting here? You're getting the confidential teachings that he knew and he kept for himself and put in his books. What are you getting here? You're getting the ecstasy that he had. See? And this is all on his order and his approval. He said, do more of this, so I continue. I probably do continue anyway. It's so fun. I love this, man. Now I don't even need a confirmation. I know for sure, man. We just knocked down, steamrolled all those obstacles, so they're out of the way now. He gave me confirmation just so he knew I had to face Narayan Raj and the Radhakund Babajis, to get it really clear. And Jesus again, too, had to face all these misconceptions and all this stuff. But anyway, we got it right now, see? And we're here to make it right for everybody. Oh, you want to be right with God? You know, Jesus say, you want to be right with God? Well, you want to be right with Radha and Krishna, Lord Caitanya, and the Parampara? Come here. We'll make you right with God. Yeah, there's a right and wrong. It's all wrong now. If you go that way, that's not quite right. That's not the right way. The right way is here. The real desire of Lord Caitanya is you get love of Krishna. Okay? And if you really want that, come here. If you want to be big gurus and all that, well, there's a lot of these guys who wanted to be big gurus. Go follow them. They'll teach you how to be a big guru like them. You want to be a really big guru? If you wannabes out there want to be a real, you come here and you'll be an authentic guru. You'll deliver people ecstatic devotion that these guys can't do. Not even the Ryan Raj could do. You'll do what he can't do. Now that's being a big guru, because they think he's a big guru, right? He's big, Prabhupada's successor. But you'll do what he can't do and didn't do. Now that's big, isn't it? That's big in reality. That's big stuff. No, you'll get a title. Oh, yeah, why wouldn't you? You're delivering ecstatic devotion to others. Give that person a title, man. If you're delivering ecstatic love to others, give them a title, man. They deserve it. Because the Lord has made you deserving and making others deserving. Isn't that a great path? Wonderful. Lord Chaitanya's mercy. See? He made us smucks deserving, and you smucks make others deserving. You don't have to be anything special here to do the most powerful work. Isn't that the main thing? This satisfied doing pure devotional service. And whatever position the Lord gives you in this play. You know, he had a play, right? With Lord Caitanya had a play. You know, everybody took a part. Yeah, they didn't say, well, Haridas, you go and be a transcendental policeman. Yeah, you do this and you do that. But they're at play. They're all in the play. That's the main thing. You know, it's like a ball game. You know, everybody is a player. You know, they have a right fielder, right? And that's the you know, people think, oh, you're only in right field. But you need a right fielder, right? If you don't have that, you can lose the game. What if a ball goes out in right field? Somebody's got to be there, otherwise you lose the game. So everybody is important in this game. Guru, disciples, real disciples. Sometimes we got some in right field. They don't do play that well. They've got to put them in a right field position. But they're, you know, part of it. Good for preaching too. Some of the slow learners we put in right field there. They put me in right field. You know, I was in right field in baseball. So I was, you know, this is but at least you're in right. They gave me a uniform, you know. I got to be on. I wasn't just sitting in the bleachers. I was in right field. I got a uniform. I played ball. Got to be on the. You see, this is what you get here. You come here. We'll get a position for you. We'll give you a uniform. We'll clothe you with ecstatic devotion. Okay, I think we're going to go now, maybe. Let's see. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you very much.